Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries again today. Thank you for joining me as always. You know I enjoy your company, or maybe you don't. I'm telling you now. I've told you before. So I think I had mentioned a little bit earlier on a disclaimer that tonight is going to be topic as previewed, but not as characterized necessarily. I had intended kind of at first blush to make this more of a like when I was here and in Barney's Beaneries and it being uncomfortable and having to butch it up. No, y'all don't want a travel log of all the places that I had to act straight, because that's like all of Hollywood, all of Los Angeles County, all of the surrounding counties. No. But I am going to go deeper on this topic, much deeper on this topic than I had ever intended on today. Again, it falls into the same topic, but is not nearly as deep as what I had previewed, which was the who's and the wheres of having to act straight. No, these are the most profound moments where I felt I had to be straight, I had to act straight, I had to do damage control about not being straight, but I was laying it on thick in the beginning about being straight, as we all know, forever, for 17 million reasons, which parents offer you, family, friends offer you, and certainly Hollywood did in the 1980s, by the way. Impossible for us, but y'all don't want to know that, not you. Anyway, I don't know, maybe, give them a quilt and they're fine. Right? So here we go. 3 times in my life about this straight thing, but much more deeper, on a much deeper level. Let's start with when I was 15. And this is a subject that is in my first book. In fact, it takes up an entire chapter of my first book, because it is about my first love, male love. And that would be my 10th grade. And this happened on like a subterranean level. This boy that I was in love with, and who was in love with me, at least briefly, but I don't think so, was in my 10th grade. So since it takes up a whole chapter, I'm really not going to go into much detail, other than to say much of the chapter is about a summertime trip to Europe. So let's just say that we cut to all of my relatives in Ireland, because all my relatives, all of them, are on my mom's side. So I have cousins in Ireland and sub-cousins and triple cousins and aunts, uncles, and whatever by the dozens in Ireland. So obviously that was a stop for us in Europe. It always is. It's always, every time I go to Europe, Ireland is a pit stop. Why? Because I got 50 million relatives there. Because I'm 50% full Irish, different DNA. So I'm here with the first love of my life, 10th grade. I've lost friends about this, by the way. This chapter that I tell you about this first love of my life, this boy, 15, 16, 2 different grades. I've lost friends over it. As soon as they read the book, for all intent and purposes, dropped me like a hot potato. And I know it was that chapter about him. So you'll have to kind of, get the book for a little bit more detail. So we're in Ireland. Now my cousin has a foreign exchange student living with her who is French. Odile, I think. Odile, something like that. Anyway, so she was an extremely attractive woman, young woman, immensely attractive. I am, of course, functionally bisexual, at least at that time, and full tilt in the closet, as is my first love, because he's even more in the closet, because he's like got girlfriends and like nobody knows. So like when I guess outed him by proclaiming our love, which should not be a liability, people just like drop like dead flies. So I'm in this situation and I feel, again, being Sean with his complex nature throughout life, especially at this time, feel compelled to flirt with this French foreign exchange student in Ireland that was staying with my cousin. But I'm here with the love of my life at 15, that I'm just like, our love has exploded in Europe. But I'm now doing this flirtatious thing with this French foreign exchange student.